Friends, welcome to my channel. Dhanesh here.
In this video, I will discuss about static modifier. It is one of the very important concepts in Java. Let's discuss this. See, static modifier means attributes and methods belongs to the class rather than an object. This modifier belongs to this. All static modifiers belongs to the class, not to the object. The static modifiers can be static variables, static method, static block, and static class. 4 types are there. First, we will get into static methods. Static methods do not depend on the need to create object of a class. You can refer them by the class name itself, or you refer the object of the class. See, you can refer them by the class name itself. In Java, a static method is a method that belongs to a class rather than an instance of a class. The method is accessible to every instance of a class, but methods defined in an instance are only able to accessed by that member of a class. The static method cannot use non-static data. Very important. They cannot use. Static methods cannot use non-static data member or call non-static methods directly. This and super cannot be used in static context. This keyword, super keyword, you cannot use in static context. Java static variable. If you declare any variable as static, it's known as a static variable. The static variable can be used to refer to the common property of all objects. For example, the company name of employees, for example, the company name of employees, college name of students, etc. So those variables we can, it's a static variable. Company name, college name, it is specific to that class, but a student name, it is specific to that object. But college name, it belongs to the entire class. The company name belongs to the entire class. The static variable gets memory only once in the class area at the time of class loading. It's static variable saves a lot of memory as well. Now, Javastatic Block. It is used to initialize the static data member. It is executed before the main method at the time of class loading. Before main method. Very important. All static blocks are executed before main method. Static class. A class can be static. Nested class. Static class doesn't need reference of outer class. See, static class means if it is a nested class, then only it can be static. It's very important. Nested static class doesn't need reference of outer class. A static class cannot access non-static members of the outer class. It cannot access non-static members. See, why Java main method is static? It is because the object is not required to call a static method. If it were a non-static method, JVM creates an object first, then call main method. That will lead the problem of extra memory allocation and all. That's why we make the main method static. Now, what we will do is I will show you one code in Eclipse IDE. So this program, if you see, you have 2 static variables and a static method here. The static method is display here. See, I am inside, this is the main method. I am calling the display method without creating any object. Just I am creating display here, DISP. That is that method. See, when I run it, you can see here. See, it's executing. Variable 1 is 0 and variable 2 is null. So the program is executing. You understood? So this is the way the program is the static methods work. Now I will show you an example, a program for a static variable. See, if you see, just I will format the code, Control Shift format. See here, if you see these variables, this is a static int age, static string name. So these two are static variables, they are class variables. See, I am using, you can see here you have the method, that's also static. See, I am using all these static variables and methods, see, inside the main method without creating any object. See, I am assigning it as 30. You got it? See here, name Steve, display, just doing it. There is no need of creating any object. I can get it inside the main method, these class variables, because it is specific to the class. That's why I am not creating any object for that. See, I am going to run this program. See, you can see here. See, it's the output is displayed. So you understood about the programs about static method and static variable as well. Now we will run a program with a static block. See, if you see this class, just I will format this code, Control Shift format. See, if you see this class, first class is simple. I have a class simple. Here you have a static variable, static int p. You have another variable int q. Now I am creating a static block. This is static block. Here you have p is equal to 18 and you have the system.out.println, and this is a static block. Inside the my class I have the main method. I am just system.out.println symbol.p. I am trying to access p without creating the object. The class name symbol.p. P is inside the static block, initialized inside the static block. Understood? So let me see here. Let me run this program. When you run it, see, this is a static block and its p is printed, it is 18. Now I am going to explain you about the static class. As discussed, static class will be inner classes. So this is our static class. So you can see here I am using the variable str. Str is this. See, I am using it here. I am using the variable str, the static variable of the outer class inside the inner class. I can use it. See, I am using this variable str from there, and I am trying to run this program. So and after that, inside the main method I created an object of the inner class and I am calling the method demo method. Demo method is from the inner class, you can see here. And after that, in object.a I can access the variable a as well. Let me run this program. You can see here it's running. See, I can use I can access properties of outer class. See, str, it is the variable str hi all, so I can access it from the inner class. If I am changing this variable, as here it is static, if it is not static, we have made it as it is not static, and I am trying to access it, means see, now itself it's showing error, so cannot make a static reference. See, if you run it, you will get an error. Yeah, you are getting an error. So here it should be static. That's also very important. So now if you try to run it, it will work, because that variable from the outer class you can access it, but it is static. So this is about we covered static variable program, we covered static method, static class, static block, everything we covered. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks a lot.